Okay, Maya and Ava are in the wood shop with me. We're getting the fire going. It's not too cold out here. I had it going yesterday. So here are the tops for the foosball table. Two of them. Look really nice. And there's two more already complete in the house. So I'm going to need to take these in and bring out two more, which we'll oil later today when we're done working in the wood shop. So I've been thinking about doing a ping pong table. I was hoping I'd have room in the bungalow. It didn't look like I did. But now when we're going to pull a bunch of the furnace stuff out, the ductwork, I think we have space. It's not optimal, yeah, I'd like a little bit more space, but it's not bad. So last night I pulled up YouTube and did ping pong table designs and noticed one that was very interesting to me. So first of all, ping pong table is 8 feet by 9 feet. Or I'm sorry, 5 feet by 9 feet. And the table that I noticed, and it's 30 inches tall, and the table I noticed had a leg design like this, 2 legs, like that. And they built the table all in one piece. Basically, you don't move it. I would like something that I can take apart. So I'm thinking I would go with 3 legs. And I had seen a foosball table last year when I was looking around, and it had a kind of a design like this. It was the same idea as this, only it had cross pieces in it, which would make it sturdier. And I thought I could even expand that to a few more pieces. So kind of like a wine rack. Now the other concept I had was, so I have a 4x8 sheet of plywood, premium plywood. I purchased it before the prices went crazy, and even then it was like $32 a sheet. Now it'd be, I don't even know if you can get it, but I'm sure it'd be well over 100. But I have one left, and I'm pretty sure I know where it is. So the thing is, so 8 feet by 4 feet, but you really need 5 by 9. Now I would like this so I can take it apart. So I was thinking, and I did a ping pong table before, but it was a little different situation. We can go over that later, but this one I'm thinking I'm doing a little bit different. So if I cut the pieces like this, so first of all, this joint is along the net, doesn't matter. This joint is down the center. Typically you go to a side. You don't typically hit it down the center, but you can, of course. So if there was a joint there that messed up the ball, that's an issue for that type of shot, but it's not your typical shot. Typically you're going side to side, or you're working the sides, the corners. So if I was to cut them like this, and then I was to take each section, and I was to put a 3-inch border on it out of some nice hardwood. So if I do that to each section, I get 3, 6, 9, 12 inches. So now I've just went from a 4x8 to a 5, and I do the same thing on each side. So I go to my 5 by 9. So 3 inches. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. If I do it right, I should be able to get it pretty darn smooth. It would not be exact probably, but I can get it pretty darn close. So it doesn't mess up the ball too much if it hits on that crack. That's the only time it would. So if we take this 3-leg concept and we take this 4-panel design, and somehow, let's say we can lay them on the table, we're going to have a piece across here to hold the legs together. I'm not sure how that's going to stay. Of course, we could screw it in, but I'd like this modular so I can take it apart. Now, worst case scenario, you have to grab a screw gun to take it apart, and you have to have a screw gun to put it together. Not the end of the world. So let's say I take this design, and let's say we could stack the 3 legs side by side. Not stack, but set them up side by side. and then we could stack the 4 tops on top. We'd end up with a 30-inch plus 3 layers of top, so maybe these are 1.5 inches each. So it brings us up to about 36, probably 35, somewhere's in there, which is kind of a standard height for like a bar top. So that could, this would take up a lot less space when you're not in the ping pong season, let's say. So that's my thoughts. I've got lots of projects I'm working on. So do I want to start another one? In a way, yes, I do. I did finish one off. I finished off, well, I didn't finish it, but we're done with the hot tub roof for now, and it's decent. It's not going to leak right now. So we have a lot of painting to do, but this is a project I can do in the winter. And let's go one step further. Let's say each of these legs, instead of just one board, which, okay, we could do that. We could just do one solid board. But I have lots of cutoffs. I have lots of different types of lumber. Let's say we do a design where we're using multiple types of wood and we're bringing it all together. And maybe we do diamonds to help hold it like we did in one of the other projects. And then on the end we have a cross piece here and a cross piece here. So I think that would look really cool. So in this case, we could start building these. We would need 6 of these to start with. And then we could maybe from there we do our 6 or our 3 bottoms and our 3 tops. So, and then from there we figure out how we're going to do this type of pattern. And maybe we can glue these and then plane them off and then put the 45 on them and then screw them in, and just keep working our way around until we have them all in. It's going to be kind of tricky doing this one here, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of thought that needs to go into this yet, but I think the overall structure is there, and I feel confident enough about it that I could actually start on it now. And if this is going to be low priority, maybe we don't even finish it until next winter. Or maybe we get going on and it's so exciting we put a lot of time into it and wrap it up this year. But either way, I think it's cool. I'm already excited about the design. I think in the concept that it comes apart and stacks into an end table or a table bar type when it's not ping pong season is a cool concept. So I think there's some cool concept here. I would like to try it. And to top it off, I've already done ping pong paddles out of solid wood. In fact, I had started others that I never finished. So here's a couple right here that I had started, never finished. Actually, there's 3 of them here. So I could kind of top this off with my custom ping pong paddles, which I already have, but I could make a few more. And this could end up being a really unique ping pong table. And by the way, I would leave it natural. It would be wood. It would just be natural wood, just like I did with the ping pong paddles. Nowadays, they have the bright ball, the different colors. It's not an issue picking it up. And I think the big key with ping pong is lighting. So you have to have really good lighting. And I recommend these LEDs or maybe some really cool vintage stained glass lights with LEDs in them. So that would be exciting to do that too. Okay, there's where we're at. And Ava, wanna go outside? Okay, I think I'm gonna carry these in. Yeah, I don't want them to get all dusty when I start cutting.